Advanced Knee Mutator. I'm going to be casting another game. It is the DE2. Thanks for joining me, everyone. I hope you enjoy these and hope you enjoyed this video. We're actually going to look at a deer game. I know all you deer fans are crapping your pants, but this actually should be pretty good. Anyway, I don't even know what I'm talking about. This is NCR versus deer from the DE2 of the Myth World Cup 2015. DE double elimination round 2. I believe deer lost this match. Unfortunately, I can't cast the entire thing right now. I don't think I have enough time to do so, but I'm going to be casting this game because it looked like this game was the best of the lot. And I wanted to get some deer coverage in this tournament since they really deserve it. And I feel kind of bad because I haven't been giving them the attention they deserve. So here you go, deer. Unfortunately, it looks like Drunken not going to be captaining for them. I think he's on vacation or something. But Master Chief is going to be taking the reins. Switch is on the team. Scratch is on the team. Paladise and Sasper. So that's 5 players. It's not going to be too many, but that's not too bad. Oh man, where are all their? Where's Vihan? Where's all these other guys? I don't know, but across from them is going to be NCR. I think this is this a bottom bracket match? This may very well be the bottom bracket match between these two teams. So yeah, I think the loser of this match was eliminated. And spoiler alert, spoiler alert, it was deer. Unfortunately, or was it fortunately? I don't know. If you're on NCR, it was fortunate. But Limp is going to be captaining instead of Ska. I guess Ska, losing faith in his team, decided to leave for some reason. I don't know. Whatever. Limp is taking over. Paris is on the team. Killer King, Broken Cow 1, who I still don't know who that is. I feel really stupid because I should know. And Garrick is on the team. So, yeah, this is Havergolmir, I think is the name of this map. Capture the flag. So this is actually kind of a fun. I kind of like this one. You got to max out the Warriors of Fell. They're too good not to max out. 4 dwarves here for NCR. A bunch of archers. A bunch of warriors. Thrall. Just enough goals for pus. For maximum pus. 2 journeymen because they only start with 3 mandrake roots apiece. 2 journeymen for deer. Game Max Thel warriors for. This may just very well be. Is this? No, this isn't no unit trading. These are intentional trades. But they look very similar as I think there's more goals here for deer and fewer thrall, I want to say. But otherwise, other than that, they look pretty similar. As so basically the journeyman going to be healing the whites, turns into a little puddle of pus packets, which you then can pick up with your harass units, the goal units. They're very fast, mobile, but not very powerful. The one advantage they do have, though, that other units don't, is they can throw detritus from the battlefield, and that includes the pus packets, which have a very powerful effect. Some people think too powerful, but we'll see. And Paris is already complaining. What's going on here? I don't know what's going on. But basically, on this map, you run into the center, and there's a couple of mandrake roots on either side of this river. And sometimes you send in the goals to pick them up. Sometimes you can just casually pick them up with the journeymen. But I don't know. Doesn't look like any journeymen or goals are going to be running in here. Ah, here we go. Killer King's going to run in with his goal and maybe try to pick them, the opposing team, the mandrake roots on the opposing riverbank. But he's actually going to retreat, send it back out. In the south, we have a force. Who is this? It looks like it's going to be Garrick. Garrick with some basically a mobile flanking force. This would be for the flags. A couple of Puskulls, some warriors of Thel, and some regular old warriors. Gonna be sending them in the south, probably looping around to maybe try to put some pressure on that flag, but we'll see. Opposite him is another flanking force. This is actually Paris. Basically same unit composition. They're going to run into Scratch, and there's a switch here as well. We're going to attempt to intercept this force and maybe see if they can blunt this advance. And mid is going to be a defensive force. Sasper is going to have these units, and his basically his goal is to prevent an advance on the mid. But north, there's a more kind of traditional composition from NCR. They're going to be sending up a dwarf, 4 archers, a warrior pack, or 5 archers, and a Puskul. And that's going to belong to Limp, who is the captain. He's going to run into Paladise, who has a bunch of goals. Some have Pus, some don't. And warriors and a dwarf. So that's going to be the offense for Deer. But some goals got in the backfield. Paris is actually going to be taken out. And his Pus duds, interesting enough. So Scratch coming out on top. But unfortunately for Deer, Paris does slip through with a Puskul to scout out the flag. He's going to notice that there is a dwarf on the flag and some thralls, so he's not going to be able to take it, but he might be able to disrupt Deer just enough to make something happen on this front here. Unfortunately, it looks like Garrick is going to be deterred, as this force from Scratch and Master Chief and Switch is pretty sizable. Doesn't necessarily mean anything by itself, but you know, you basically don't want to rush in there, seeing as there's a dwarf, some presumably Puskulls and what have you. There's enough there to prevent this from advancing. However, I'm not really sure. Paris is here. He is going to lose this. No, he's going to throw it down. And actually that worked out pretty well. However, it wasn't enough to take out the dwarf. And, oh, here he's going to finish the job. Oh, another dud. Unfortunately, that dwarf did survive. And unfortunately for Deer, Switch is just going to double Pus. But one of them duds. However, I think someone is going to run in. Garrick already has some Pus. But there's so much Pus on the ground. Oh, a double Pus down on the warriors there. Let's pull up these health bars. A lot of Pus being thrown around. And these archers are going to plink away. And for some reason, NCR decides that they're not going to win. And they're going to back up. Even though there's no dwarf here, they're just going to run away. Retreat south, says Limp. And actually, while this is happening, Sasper's run into a little bit of problems. But he loses an archer, but takes out a goal while this is happening. But a Puskul is going to run in and try to take out... Nope, he's just drawing fire. And he does draw the... oh, unfortunate for Sasper. Double Pussed. And all his archers are basically destroyed. Meanwhile, it's like... Who is this? Killer King. Who's... Killer King, I think, is actually substituting for Deer. If I didn't already say that. No. I've totally screwed up. Killer King is on NCR. I just didn't realize why. Okay, I'm like, why is he on this side? But basically, he's switched places with Paladise, who is basically got a, he can just run in and take this flag whenever he wants, because Killer King has left him. The one thing that's preventing that from happening is the defense from Deer, and they're pursuing south, or actually they're retreating now, and the mid is being reinforced to drive back Broken Cow, who basically crossed and took out Sasper, but Master Chief came to his aid and is going to be able to drive him back along with Sasper's remaining units. 76% across the board. It's looking like a pretty tight game so far. However, Killer King, with the fateful decision to move across the river, is basically going to force the outcome, whether or not NCR is able to accomplish this or not. I think Paladise should probably just run in and try to seal the deal, take the flag, force a retreat or something. They might trade flags, but honestly, a tie is better than a loss. And I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this goes down. Some pus is going down. Looks like there is something going on, as this position, Limp's position, is being overrun, and actually Master Chief is going to retreat. I guess he doesn't want to deal with these with Limp's dwarf, but he is going to run into this thrall, and that could be easy kills on Killer King from. Yeah, I think Deer's going to clean up these thrall. I don't know, Killer King, I'm not sure what he's going to be able to accomplish. He's basically just letting these warriors vet up, which is great for Deer. They're going to love this. And actually, Limp is forced to turn around and try to defend here. Somehow he got isolated, and Deer's on the prowl. They're moving in. They puss that dwarf. They're doing everything that they need to do to stay in this game. They even double puss the dwarf, although the second one duds. But they're systematically dismantling the NCR team. They're already up almost 20 percentage points, which is interesting. Looks like Broken Cow is going to attempt to punish Sasper for running in there, but Sasper is actually doing his team a favor by keeping him occupied. And while that's happening, they were able to put the hurt on Limp, but he does end up having that dwarf survive. And whoa, didn't quite see what happened there, but definitely some carnage. That lead is cut down to about 14%. However, Paladise is still at large, and he doesn't have any pus, but I think he's coming back to try to seal the deal here. They might try to pinch Garrick. This is actually pretty good because if you look here, Paris came back to reinforce the flag, and Paladise, instead of engaging with him, just crosses right back over, and they're gonna just sandwich this middle NCR force. Take out those vulnerable archers and drive Limp or Garrick back. Yeah, where did Limp go? I think Limp retreated north or mid. I don't know. What would you call this? Past the wall, and he's gonna try to maybe loop back around and do something. But that lead is at 20%. 40 to 60%. So it's looking pretty good for Deer at this point. Paris is saying relax. Killer King says he wasn't watching what happened, but I don't know. I think there just wasn't very good communication on the NCR team, and Deer took advantage of that. So they are going to lose a couple of these warriors in the meantime due to some well-placed arrows from Limp. He's going to try to bring his team back into the game, deal what damage he can in the meantime. Maybe get some vets up on his archers, which is useful, but much more limited use at this point now that there's less than 3 minutes left in the game. Garrick is going to tango with Scratch, but they're just basically dancing around each other. There's not much that's happening. Meanwhile, I think Deer's finally getting it together. Switch is joining up with Paladise, and they are going to basically make a break for this flag. Who's defending? Killer King is on the flag, and Paris is falling back to him. They're going to try to do what they can to defend, and I'm not sure. I guess they're going to try to do what they can to take the flag from Deer, but look at this. There are two dwarves on this flag, Switch and Sasper with a dwarf apiece. But interestingly enough, I thought Switch was, I thought he was down here somewhere. Oh, he must have passed his units off. Nope, there he is. He's in two places at once, everybody. Now it looks like Master Chief going to take both dwarves, take matters into his own hands, as he sends a message to NCR that, nope, you're not going to be able to take that flag so easily. Meanwhile, on the southern flag, there's going to be some dancing, some running around. There is a dwarf on the flag, and that goal is taken out. It did not have a puss. Uh-oh, these warriors are really clumped. They're taking some unnecessary damage. I wonder if you do the special ability with the Warriors of Thel, if the those bottles will just bounce off their shields. Not sure. Something to look into. The dwarf is taken out, however. He is chased down, and I guess he dropped a bottle. Oh no, that was Paladise with the shot, softening up Paris's units. As it's not looking so great for Paris. There's a minute remaining, and it doesn't look like he's going to be able to hold this flag. NCR is looking, oh my gosh, they lose almost their entire defense with that one shot. So well-placed shot from Paladise, and you can see why he's on the, I believe, TMNT team.
Captured.
But he's joining up with Deer to give them a fighting chance. Those are his old order mates, I guess you can call it. But yeah, unfortunately, NCR just not enough there to take out this flag defense from Deer. I think there was some just poor communication or something on NCR's end, but also kudos to Deer for seizing that opportunity and sending in those units basically when Paris fainted to try to cut off Paladise. Paladise just turned on around and, I don't know, put the hurt on NCR. But by that point, NCR had lost a lot, and we're already behind. But let's look at some of these individual players. Looks like, yeah, Paladise posting up the numbers: 15 kills, 8 losses, 43 damage. That's going to be more than anybody, I think. The only comparable damage in the game is going to be from Broken Cow, who didn't even post positive ratios. He had 13 kills to 18 losses. And actually, I don't know. Yeah, okay, so Limp actually did have positive ratios despite being captain. 15 kills, 12 losses. But yeah, nobody else on NCR had positive ratios, and a couple of players on Deer posted positive ratios. So Sasper with positive ratios, Scratch with positive ratios, in addition to Paladise. So yeah, good game, well played. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I want to commend Deer as they exit the tournament, as they actually did end up losing this match, and NCR will advance into the bottom bracket finals, which will be played this weekend, I believe. But yes, on to the next games, and we'll see you in the next match.
Team eliminated. Game.